Okay, let's dive right into this explainer because I recently learned something that honestly kind of blew my mind. If you're relying on just a basic screen lock, your phone is so much more vulnerable than you think. Most of us just assume that little passcode or facial scan is the whole shebang, right? Well, today we are going to fix that and look at how to actually lock down our digital lives. Here is the harsh reality. Out of the box, most smartphones prioritize pure convenience way over hardcore security. It's just how they're built. But hey, we can absolutely take back control here. We're going to walk through 5 specific, kind of hidden settings that will take your device from being a super easy target to something that is incredibly difficult for anyone to crack. And you know what's really wild about this? The time it takes. We are talking 2 minutes total to activate all of these. That is literally 120 seconds to completely secure your entire digital footprint. Oh, and definitely stick with me here, because setting number 4 is this brilliant little feature that absolutely stops thieves in their tracks, even if they already know your passcode. No joke. All right, let's kick things off with setting 1, immediate theft protection. Here is exactly how you turn on the core theft deterrence, and don't worry, whether you're Team Android or Team iPhone, you are totally covered. Okay, if you're on Android, you're going to open your settings, search for theft protection, and you need to flip on all 3 of these options: theft detection lock, offline device lock, and remote lock. Over on the iPhone side, it's just as easy. Head into settings, tap on Face ID and passcode, scroll on down, and turn on stolen device protection. Now, why does this matter so much? Well, think about a physical snatch and grab on the street. It's terrifying, right? But Android actually uses your phone's built-in motion sensor to detect that sudden jarring movement of someone grabbing it and bolting. It instantly triggers an automatic lock before the thief can even look at the screen. Meanwhile, the iPhone's stolen device protection takes a totally different but equally smart approach. It forces a mandatory Face ID check to access sensitive settings. So even if a thief was hovering behind you and shoulder surfed your PIN, it doesn't matter. It completely neutralizes their advantage. Moving swiftly along, we have setting 2, securing your SIM. So picture this. What happens if a thief just bypasses your lock screen entirely by popping out your SIM card? They don't even need your screen pin if they can just slide your SIM into their own phone, right? Well, by setting up a secure SIM pin right in your settings, you completely shut down that attack vector. The absolute second that card goes into a new device, it locks up tight and is completely useless to them. Which brings us right into setting 3, two-factor on everything. Okay, guys, relying on standard SMS text messages for your two-factor authentication is honestly incredibly insecure these days. Because, like we just talked about, if someone gets their hands on your physical SIM card, those text codes go straight to them. It's a real problem. Instead, you've got to switch your Google or Apple account two-factor over to a dedicated authenticator app. Doing this ties your security directly to the actual physical device you hold in your hand, not just a phone number that can be easily swapped around. All right, now for the big one, setting 4, the ultimate failsafe. Just the number 1. So what does this mean? It represents a 1-hour delay. And let me tell you, this is your absolute uncompromising lifeline when every other defense has failed. Let's break down exactly how this saves you. Imagine a thief grabs your iPhone while you're just sitting at a cafe. Well, the stolen device protection feature actively recognizes that you are not in a familiar spot, like your house or your office. Because of that, it enforces a mandatory 1-hour delay before anyone can change your Apple ID password. That gives you 60 critical minutes to rush home and lock down your account. And over on the Android side, the failsafe is just as robust. Android completely locks your Google account recovery options behind a super strict theft protection fingerprint check. It stops them dead in their tracks. They literally cannot lock you out of your own digital life fast enough even if they watched you type in your passcode. And finally, we have setting 5, the recovery net. So here is a pretty scary truth. Most people just assume their tracking is automatically on, but honestly, half the time it simply isn't. So go check this right now. Seriously, pause this explainer if you need to. For Android, go to Settings, then Google, then Find My Device. For iPhone, it's Settings, tap your name right at the top, hit Find My, and then Find My iPhone. You absolutely have to audit your tracking capabilities today, not tomorrow after the phone is already gone. Make absolutely certain that your tracking toggles are actively switched on. And listen to this part because it is absolutely crucial. Make sure the specific setting called Send Last Location is enabled. If your battery dies while a thief is running away with your phone, this little setting pings the cell towers one final time before the screen goes black. It's a total game changer. Because if any of these toggles are off, a thief can just disappear into thin air, and you will have zero way to track them. So I really want you to take action right now to secure your digital life. Go take your phone. Honestly, think about it. Which of these vital, life-saving settings was just sitting there turned off, quietly leaving you completely exposed?